pornographic pictures. Jimmy knew he shouldn't be interested, but, well, he was curious. What Jimmy didn't know was that Ralph was sick, a sickness that was not visible like smallpox, but no less dangerous and contagious, a sickness of the mind. You see, Ralph was a homosexual.
In the moment of our existence in this world, we are lucky to have people who love and care for us. Take me, for example. Here are my parents, the most heterosexual people on the planet. But they taught me from a very young age that everyone deserves a home and everyone deserves to be loved. According to UNICEF, there are 210 million children without homes in the world. Some of those children are being denied adoption because the people who want them are homosexual.
I think that when you're looking at a family structure of two gay men or two lesbian women who are raising a child or who are in the process of adopting a child, I think that from birth to the age of 18, that child is not necessarily raised differently from what we would consider a traditional family structure of a man or and a woman.
A child out of a more traditional family may not even be aware that there are such hostilities and prejudices out there. Eventually, I think we all encounter that, but maybe for children of GLBT families, it's going to come perhaps sooner. Now, what the effects of that are, I think it's going to vary so much from individual to individual, and sometimes that kind of challenge can be a good thing, that you can grow and learn from those kinds of experiences.
Life in the Beatty's home is pretty typical. Thomas tends the garden, Nancy breastfeeds the baby. They change her, bathe her, dress her, and play with her.
Yeah. We're just an ordinary, normal family. Nothing really different about us.
Is she a good baby?
She's a great baby. She's really happy all day long.
What are you going to tell Susan? And when?
Well, we're going to tell her that we love her dearly and that her mother wasn't able to carry her, but Daddy was.
What happens when people make fun of her?
That's never a good reason not to have a family, but people get teased. Children get teased for all kinds of reasons. If you have two mommies or red hair, it doesn't matter. We'll just have to raise her with enough strength and resilience in order to withstand anything the world throws at her.
Parenting is one hell of a job if you take it seriously. And I know that's an unpopular stance because people want to believe that parenting somehow just comes naturally.
I don't think it's fair to say that children who are raised by gay or lesbian parents are necessarily different than children who are raised by straight parents. But I think that, there are definitely some differences that can't be negated. For instance, they're automatically aware that there is another option out there. They're automatically more aware of the differences, and also, I guess the downside of that is they're aware of the prejudice that's out there, because I'm sure, I know I worry about that. When I even think about having kids, I wonder when would be an okay time for that, or I wonder if it's selfish to do that, knowing that kids are going to get targeted, and, especially depending on where you live and what time you're having kids. There could be a lot of problems with them. Even with Mother's Day and Father's Day at school, kids who have gay parents are going to have that difference come up. And I know that some of them get teased mercilessly by other kids. And I know that a lot of kids who have gay parents choose to hide it.
I gotta tell you something. Well, I'm straight. Children raised by homosexuals do not necessarily become homosexuals.
One undenying fact is that children deserve good, loving homes, and the near 600,000 same-sex couples currently living in the U.S. deserve a chance to be parents.
There are so many kids who need parents that we need to really encourage people to take them, to adopt, or to foster. It's hard work, but they need it so much.